Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Jen. Today's stamping theme is going to be coffee shop. So it's that time of year for some warm, cozy drinks. For the base color, I have applied Candy Mayo 951. One thing I'll say is it actually dried down matte on its own. So that's quite interesting. I have one other color that does the same thing, both from Dollar Tree. First plate I'm going to go to is Pretty Fingers by Robin Animal Shops, and we're going to get this coffee shop right here. So I'm going to switch it up today and use Maniology's Boba B330. It is a dark brown but not as dark as Acorn, and it'll be a good color match for the base color. Now sometimes, because I am going to get the bigger image, sometimes I do have to do a couple of pickups because it's got fine lines and it is a large image, so sometimes I'll miss something. I'm trying to get that polish all in those lines, and I'm gonna flip my stamper. Oh, last time I used my monocle, didn't I? Okay, it did pretty good. It's only one little piece of that line that it missed. So I actually think I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to go with it. Now excuse me. Now while that one is drying for a minute, we're going to go to Maniology M630, and I want to get this image. So I'm actually thinking that I might just end up placing the image instead of reverse stamping it. There won't be much to reverse stamp anyway, but I will kind of look at it to make sure that's what I want to do. We could do white over it if we wanted to. So I'm gonna actually think about it for a minute. So I just gotta decide. I can always apply a matte top coat to place it if I want to keep it in the matte. I'm gonna jump to this one here. It's like a outside cafe, or a cafe that has outside seating. Same with it. I'm not gonna place it yet. I'm gonna look at it to see what I think. Now I'm going to go to this one, Coffee First, and I am not going to reverse stamp this one. Oh, that one was filled up. Sometimes when I place it over a matte top coat, that's what it will do. It'll pill up because I don't have anything to stick to as well. Okay. Then I'm going to jump up to this one. Also not going to reverse stamp it. So I try to get the image closer to the bottom so that I don't have as much to clean up when I'm trying to hurry to get a placement. Alright, we're going to start with this one and bring some life to it. So for the centers, I am going to do those in white. So I'm going to use Color Vibe in whiteout. So I will start it with you. So I'm just going to do the centers. Okay, I apologize. I had to pause for a minute. This one's got a cute little bear face on it. The one above it has flower. That one has a sun, some hearts. So I'm going to finish this part and be back. Okay, so let me just show you before I do anything else. So it makes you be able to see that middle portion better, but in a way it'll feel kind of still unfinished because of the cup is not colored in so far. Now if I did that white as well, it would just, to me, be just blended. So instead, we're going to follow it up a little bit, and I'm going to go to Candy Mayo 952 and color the cups in this color. So it's still a color that can work with the browns. Try to take a little bit of that off. Sometimes it's hard to get just the right amount. Enough but not too much. Now because it's a rounded design, I have to, it's going to take a minute because you've got to, go in a circle and try to stay in the line. So it'll take longer than the middle portion did, but that's okay. So I'll do one more with you and then I'll pause. Otherwise, you'll be here for an hour just for this part. So it's pumpkin spice season, and I just do my own coffee at home, and I have been adding my own pumpkin spice to my coffee, and I've really been enjoying it. This little piece come up right here. I'm trying to cover that back up. Okay, so I will finish and be back. Okay, while I'm finishing this last one, I was just going to quickly mention, like if your polish gets goopy or stops moving with you, like it feels like it's pulling, then make sure to clean off your brush and get a new fresh thing of polish. So I keep having to do that just because this one is drying up fast. Now also, if I would have used Acorn, since I'm using this color, probably would have shown up a bit better, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it anyway. Alright, let's look at it. Alright, so this one I'm going to take the white, and for the umbrella top, I'm going to do that one in white. And I'm going to do the window tops in this same color. And the cafe sign. Okay, so I also did this portion of the building and around the window here. And back to the other color, I'm going to do like the sitting portion of the seats. I'm not going to even attempt to do the outline. Okay, I'm going to pause a minute. So I went ahead and did this table over here in brown because it looked more like a wooden one, but I'm doing the tops of these two tables in the white. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do those poles as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do these two chairs up here because they are not like, they'd be easier for me to color in, and they need something. There's some little brick sections around the windows. I'm going to go ahead and do those in that brown tone. I'm just looking to see if there was another one. Okay, there's a couple little ones right here. Alright, I'm just going around finding little things here and there to color in between those two colors. So now I'm going to go to Color Vibes Lunar, y'all know, one of my faves, to color in any of the glass. I'm not going to worry about this tree because I don't want that to be the only green. So I'm going to try to avoid even placing that little portion on the nail. So some of it I gotta kind of decide if it's a window or not. I feel like this one was a little one, that's why I painted it in white. So I decided to go alongside here and here to also do that. I'm trying to turn it because it's picking up purple when I turn it like that, but I think you're getting the blue on camera. But it's a really fun color. Alright, we got Mr. Koala here. So he's holding a cup. I'm going to do that in that brown tone. So I'm just going to go through, do some random things in that color. And I chose to do that for his cup because he is wearing an apron, and I want to do that in a different color, the white probably. Again, do tend to match my colors somewhat going throughout. It's just the way I do it. So I kind of want to do a mixture on this piece. So I'm trying to decide what all I'm wanting to do with this color. I'm going to turn it so I can get this corner better. Okay, I'm going to do just the top portion of this light. And let me do that bottom too. See, it's starting to peel up, so that's telling me I need to get a little more and clean off the brush because the brush does get gunky. So I'm going to do this top portion of this light. I think I'm also going to go ahead and do these flower pots. I'll do one. Let's do one of them. Okay, now we're going in with the white. I'm going to do a little bit in Mr. Koala's ears. Do any of you remember the cartoon Koala Brothers? That's what this reminds me of. I just realized there are plants on here too, and then I wasn't intentionally coloring the other one in, but it's okay, we'll get it all figured out. Okay, I'm gonna finish this door and be back. Alright, so I also did Mr. Koala's apron and around this thing. I'm going to go ahead and do the sign so the letters will show up. And that'll take a minute, so I will be right back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do those plants green. I do have a little tiny bit left in, why can I not remember it? Of all the time, many times I used it. Tropic Talks. I know. She was supposed to be done the other day. For Mr. Koala, we're going to go to Maybelline Serene Steel. So I'm trying to be careful over his face area so I don't smear what his eyes and nose. Okay, I'll do the rest of him and be back. Okay, I've decided I'm going to bring in my lighter yellow, which is Paparazzi Better Him Up. Now I'm choosing to do this because the other two colors aren't gonna look right if I color the building in, and if I don't color the building in, it didn't look right when I held it over the nail just to look at it. I did not like it. So I figure this will be an okay color to use for it. I'm hoping anyway. Oh, that is, I'm going into the window. That was my bad. Okay, so I did go ahead to do that upper portion. So now I'm going to go back to Lunar to color in the window area. Try and get some of that off. Just plopping it on there with this thing. And the window display. And this section. And I also want to do this light. Okay, let's look at it. Well, as always, Sis is multitasking. And Sis got distracted and burnt chicken nuggets. Yay. Okay, so now I'm thinking on this one, I'm going to go ahead and use that yellow for the buildings. That way we got a match. Goodness. I started smelling them and I was like, oh no. I'm typically better about that when I'm heating something up, but not this time. I was trying to remember. I wonder if this is part of the building, because that window thing's there. I'm gonna make it be, because that's gonna look weird if I don't. Have a random window just being outside. That wouldn't make sense. Okay, I think I like it better like that. It looks more like a building. The only other thing I was trying to decide is if I should put any like cement color alongside here, but then that's gonna kind of be like the only thing that's like that, so I'm thinking for a minute. Also, I'll share a weird thing with you. I was randomly, I'm also doing that plant by the way, but I randomly was smelling Laffy Taffy when I was using this, and this does not smell like Laffy Taffy. And then I think that's what made me realize, what am I? Oh, I'm smelling burning chicken nuggets. And I'll tell you a really funny story. When my son was young, oh my gosh, he was gonna do some corn dogs on his own in the air fryer. Well, I don't know. Must have been the next day. I go to open the air fryer, and there's literally black corn dogs in there. I took a picture and sent it to him and said, "Oh my gosh, what the world?" And he said, "Oh, I forgot about those." Like, yeah, you think, but of course it's funny now. Okay, so we're getting ready to place, and to keep that matte look, I'm having to apply the matte top coat, like I mentioned earlier, to apply the images. Okay, and I'm going to give it a minute, and then I'll peel them off. Alright, we got Mr. Koala's coffee shop, and I did accidentally end up smearing coffee shop sign. Okay, 1 second. I'm also going to give that a minute. Alright, then we got the outside cafe. Okay, give that 1 second. And this one, most of it did fit on there. And then you can see that sparkle in that window now. Okay, and only a part of this one had made it on. You can see where it says cafe. Okay, so this one I don't like it. I should have chose a different color. So I think I'm at least going to try to attempt to just put some of this yellow on them and see if that doesn't at least help it. So I'm going to try that and be back. Okay, not great, but I hope a little bit better. I did the best I could. Alright friends, coffee shop mini. So I feel like Boba did just fine for these two, but I kind of feel like for these I really needed Acorn for that, and they would have worked fine together. But again, sometimes you don't know till it's placed, and I thought it looked like it'd be fine, and it is okay, but like this one definitely needed lighter around, but for the pickup to be a bit darker. I do like the window on this one. So even though I had a couple of mix-ups, I hope that maybe it'll help you somehow, or know that it's okay, mistakes do happen, and you just sometimes just roll with it. I do greatly appreciate you watching. Thank you so very much, and I'll list the name of the plates and stamping polishers I use in the description box. Until the next day, have a blessed day. Bye.